So in my mind, I felt betrayed. I felt broken. One of the things that I felt that broke me more was the fact that I left God to follow man. The things that I said I wasn't going to do, I did it that night, only to realize that, if this guy didn't fail me, maybe I would not realize on time that my heart was broken, knowing fully well that this guy was a cheat, was talking to three. The other lady was even saying, you've not been picking my calls, you've not been listening to my message. So that it's not be as if it was my mind talking to me, I took my second phone, my smallest phone, and snapped it. Because she too can defend him and say, no, I snapped all the messages I saw. And the next day I showed him. He said, no, it's not what you think. Those messages are old messages. I said, look at the date. Look at the time. This is yesterday. He said, what about this one that is June? I said, can you June to July? What is June to July? You know you have a babe. Why are you after my life? I was so broken. We didn't talk for like 6 weeks. He sent message once. He came over to apologize once. And Dobale, they prostrated before me to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. But I didn't feel it. But at that time, it has come at a cost. I was so broken. And I couldn't leave the mission because somehow I felt tight there. Where do I want to start from? I traveled briefly for family engagements, like family friend engagements. I came back. When I came back, somehow somebody had promised me a body massage. So I went for the massage. By the time on my way back, so as I went to have this massage at Ikeja in my presence, and the first thing, he didn't ask me anything. No. By myself, I was just beginning to say, oh, good evening. He just said, where are you coming from? I just said, I went to have the massage. I told you about this massage now, that this also person and so person, this couple promised me a massage for birthday, so I went for the massage and all of that. He said, okay. So 2 days later, he reached out to me again. I couldn't avoid him, so we got back on track. But this back on track was now work. I was the one always reaching out. I would call, I would send message, he would not respond until 8 hours. I was not putting the work. I was not feeling like, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I did not know how to dress well. Maybe I did not know how to sing well. Maybe I did not know how to... I mean, when I'm talking to this guy, I'm always talking about Mary. I'm like, okay, how do we do about the house? Are we going to have a maid? Who is going to be living with us? If parents come to live with us, how long will our families come to stay with us? Maybe during childbirth and all of that. So, but the guy would just give me random answers. Like, I was always putting effort, I forgot about the fact that I cheated. I said maybe I was the problem. I was not doing enough. That's why he cheated. If I was doing enough, he wouldn't have cheated. He would have what? He would have cheated and chanted. So this went on and on. I was not happy in the relationship. August finished, September arose. And don't forget, I was already dealing with a lot of emotional things because somebody I held dear in my heart broke my heart. So at that time, my heart was already shattered. I was depressed. I was feeling suicidal. This relationship made me feel at some point I wasn't good enough and all of that. I said, okay, let me head home. Now I enter bus. Now I say, I'm living in Nigeria. My mother is in Ghana. Maybe I should go and talk to my mother. As I got to Ghana now, talking now, one of the unavoided questions was,